Welcome to the shop again. It's the Period Woodworker. This will be the final installment. I guess this is number 4 of a look at the different types of Belgian honing stones, or as they're referred to now, Coticules, that I've found over the many years that I've collected these. We've taken a look at the ones by Pike. We've taken a look at the Deep Rock and the Psalm, and the difference between complete natural or those that are glued, and even one example of one that was a modern manufacturer using crushed up the beige color of the stone. So let's take a look at the final this final group. You'll notice a couple of things, and I'll just show you these. We'll follow up later on with another video. I'm going to show you how to clean up, flatten to within 1,000th these stones. Sometimes they don't have to be flat. Sometimes if you're doing certain things, you want them very flat. A couple of ways that I found them. There are some good containers. This is a leather container. It's got a stone that it's a natural stone, as you can see by the crooked line of demarcation there. This is a really nice stone. Again, I haven't cleaned it up. That might be one that we clean up. We talked about Pike getting into the stones. One of the other major manufacturers was Carborundum Company, and they, for a short period of time, and to be honest with you, these are the only two that I have ever seen. There may well be more, or there are ones that are no longer in the boxes, which a lot of these are probably Pike or Carborundum, but they no longer have the labels, since usually the labels were affixed only to the boxes and not to the hones. But these are really good hones. They're this is an unusual one in that it is a natural one, and it looked like it was kind of thin on the purple base part of it, and they glued it to another one. I've not really seen that before, but you truly have a completely natural stone on the top. The other one by Carborundum, it's a huge stone. It's got a label on there from Carborundum. And again, these weren't manufactured by Carborundum. These were imported. This is kind of like the better Pikes, where they actually have a natural buff color glued to the purple base, just to give you a more substantial hone. So those are some of the Carborundums. Just a couple of others, and I'm not going to drag this one out too long. I've used this one. This is an excellent hone, or I've used one like this one. This one still has the die on it that it's a barber's pet. It's in a box. The box has a little piece missing. I may be selling this one. Here's a cute one that somebody, I think, has taken a cigar box or something, and they have cut pieces of it, put these beautiful little hinges on the side of it, and on the inside is another piece of the same. It's a lady in a headdress or something like that, and the stone is just gorgeous little stone. It's a glued together, all natural stone. Fits perfect in the box. That was kind of cute. I bought that one primarily for the box. Just another one. Perfect hone. I've used this one. It's a no name. I don't know who made it. Here's probably one of the most valuable hones that I've got, and I'm sure that I'm going to be selling this. This is It at some time had a label on it that appears to have been green. I can't find anything on the label, but this hone is I believe it's pristine. It's the largest Belgian hone I think I have ever seen. It does have one flaw, where a small corner of the glued on section was broken, but the rest of it is good. It's perfectly flat. The size of the stone is it's 10 inches long, and 2 3/8 inches wide. It's in a manufacturer's box. The box is complete except for the label is gone. I don't know who imported it, who manufactured it, or what, but that one probably will be one that I'll be selling. That'll be a nice home for somebody if they do straight razors. You see quite a few of these. The original brand, genuine Belgian hone. There are a lot of these out. Here's an Edless Barber Supply in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Obviously has imported this. This is a... the box has had a little repair to it, but it's a nice box. The hone is unusual in that it is completely striated. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some, 7 different layers. This either was cracked when it was mined, or it has been repaired. But this is really is a nice hone. I've never really seen one with that type of a striation in there, and that would make somebody a great either a woodworking or even a straight razor hone. That hone is approximately, looks like 7 inches long. It is 7 by 1 3/4, so that's a nice hone. Here's another one of the Belgian. I think this is a brand new hone. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. This one also has a lot of striations to it. This might have at some point, it has some of these different splotches or something like the Psalm hone. I don't know who this manufacturer is that had this little box, but they're almost always like that. It says it's made in Belgium, so I guess it was imported like that. So that's a nice hone. It's a 4 3/4 by 1 1/4. Here's a choice by SRD. It's a nice hone. It at one time had some inking on here. I don't know if it actually said anything, or maybe if that's a stain or something on there, but that's a very nice hone. Virtually or no use on that. Last one or two. Here's one that and I don't know, to be honest with you, if this is a Belgian, if it's got the Belgium, or if it's something else. This is a it's from Marburg, Austria. It's a O Pickle Schultz mark of some sort. That's embossed in the stone, so it obviously was manufactured. This is an extra layer that's added on. I've not really used this, and I really can't tell you that much about it. It does come in a nice box, and I do know that I paid a good bit for this stone from the guy who had owned it, so who knows. Last but not least is this is a massive stone. It's very heavy. It is it's a natural stone. You can tell that it's got the different striations on it. The entire buff color is about 1/4 of an inch thick. The whole stone, although I usually don't pay much attention to the thickness of it, it's over an inch thick. The size on it is 6 or almost 6 by 2. It looks like a cedar box with the feathers. One of the feathers is missing. Still sits in here very nicely. There are no labels on it. It's a good stone. So I want to thank you for sitting through these 4 different videos. I hope that these have been of some help to you. These Belgian hones are the first grade of quality stones that I've used extensively in my woodworking shop. They are excellent for woodworking tools. Although I don't shave with a straight razor, I'm sure they are great for that. This massive beauty, I would like to see someone get that can use it. I would think with the size and the flatness of that stone, it would be a great straight razor hone. Although I might go to a woodworker, you can never tell. So I appreciate you watching this. We'll be back later on to go over how you work these stones, how you straighten them up and clean them. As you can see, I've gotten a lot of examples that I can show you how to clean these stones. I've always found that these are usually best if you have at least 2 stones so that you can rub them together and form a slurry when you're using it. We'll cover that in another video. So thanks again for joining me. This is the Period Woodworker. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. We got tons of other stuff to go through, and it would probably be nice for you to get notified when I have something out there. So thanks for joining me, and come back real soon. Goodbye.